We're going fishing, and I put the pinfish trap out a couple of days ago, and it got loaded with fish. So we're gonna take those out. Oh, that's the hogfish.
Oh, there he is.
That is the smallest hogfish I've ever seen. Welcome back, folks, to another Fishing Adventures of Judah Clark. I've got a special guest today. I've got Sascha Meyers, and she actually lives on a sailboat with her sister and has a YouTube channel. So she came down, or up I should say, kind of do some fishing with Christina, myself, and Kimber, and to kind of learn a little bit more about YouTube and filming and fishing and diving and spearfishing and everything. Even brought her own gun.
We're gonna go fishing for some mahi and try to jump in and shoot one of them.
Sounds like a plan. You ever done that, Sasha?
Not mahi, no. I've tried to shoot smaller fish, but first time shooting mahi, so we'll see.
Mahi are a really fun fish to shoot. One thing to pay attention when, if you do get the opportunity to shoot a mahi, is that they have a fin on top. And it makes them look like they're this big, but really that fin is like this. So you don't want to hit center mass or you'll hit top. You kind of want to aim a little bit lower and hit them towards the head.
Okay.
That way you can kind of like pull them in, especially if it's a big one.
Yeah.
Oh, your boat's down in Key West right now?
Yeah, it's actually out in over in Naples at the dock. So
okay, you were in Key West.
Yeah, we were just working. I have my 50-ton master's captain's license, so I'm just working to up my tonnage. So working on some bigger boats down there for the summer. We had the boat all packed away for hurricane season, so she's nice and safe in case something comes through. But we're about to get her ready again for the next season, and we'll be out for hopefully longer than the 2.5 months we're in the Bahamas. We'd like to continue going down the Caribbean, so we'll see.
And I just introduced them to Stephanie with C'est La Vie.
Yeah, excited to meet her.
And you might be going out there, and we might even tag along with you.
Yeah, we'd love that.
Yeah, we're going to be going out there a lot more often. And that was a really cool spot that we were at. We got some planer boards, and we got a bunch of pinfish and little croakers and whatnot. But we're gonna drop those baits down on some wrecks. Might even do a little drift fishing. People say, well, why would you drift fish with pinfish? Well, one time, I bought all this bait and somehow a pinfish ended up in my tank. So I used up all the bait and there was one fish left in that tank, and it was a pinfish. And I was trying to catch that guy in the tank, and he was just flying around. It took me like 5 minutes to get him. I finally got him. Stuck him on a little #1 but really stout hook. Threw it out there. He went flying, and I had the bail open in the bail. He was just going. Then he started going faster. I'm like, I think there's a fish on here. I locked the reel. Boom! A sailfish comes out, jumps out of the air, like totally tackled that the pinfish.
Wow.
So it usually takes about 30 minutes for us to battle a sailfish. So 45 minutes went by, and we're like, wow, this is really big sailfish, you know? Turned out to be a marlin. Thing jumped out of the water, did not have that full sail, just had the front sail, and it was like an 1.5-hour battle into the night. We ended up in like 30 foot of water right outside of Government Cut. And I've got, actually I never really edited that video. I've got like the part where I filmed the fish right at the boat and you can see it. But I just got so sick and tired of fighting that fish that I just tried to muscle it in. But it was, like I said, a #1 hook, and it just straightened the hook enough to let him go.
Wow.
But, you know, it was still, I had the leader. He was caught a marlin right out of Government Cut on a pinfish. So pinfish, you know, we might do some drifting with that, and we might go right outside of Government Cut and see if we can hook into a big tarpon, which I know you've been wanting to do.
Heard they're fun to catch.
They're fun, but they're a lot of work.
That's what I've heard.
I mean, it's like literally an hour-long commitment of just chasing this fish around boats coming in and out. And once you do it a couple of times, you're like, I'm good. But you were down in Key West for a while. We know a couple people down in Key West. Speaking of today's sponsor, Kiko's Jigs. Look at these jigs. Kate came down with Neil from Kiko's, and he brought us a couple of presents. Look at these beautiful jigs we got. We're gonna see if the bait guys got some pilchards that we can pick up. Look at those colors. I'm pretty sure Kate tied these on too. These are some beautiful jigs. We're made right down there in Key West. Kiko's Jigs. So today we're posting the video where Kimber jumps in and swims after a bunch of dolphin, which is pretty cool. Porpoises were jumping clean out of the air. Kimber got so excited she jumped in, swam after them, but they didn't really want anything to do with her. Let's get on it. I've never done this before. Dropped a pinfish down 400 feet. Shit like this though, you never know. Yeah, I got a 3-way swivel,
Okay.
and I got a weight at the bottom, and I got the pinfish out back, and then I got braid. This braid will let me feel all the tension all the way down there.
Those big fish, they like to hang out at like where
The big
the
fish
legs,
hang out
right?
where the little fish are, and the little fish hang out on shelter and structure. And this is like a big chunk of structure out in the middle of nowhere. There's gotta be something hanging out there. Oh, is that a bite?
Or is it bottom?
No, I don't.
Oh,
think
this
it's
is so heavy.
Is it a fish?
I don't know. Oh, I think we're stuck. I think we're stuck.
No way.
We're stuck. We're
You
stuck.
think?
Yeah. Because I'm going under the boat now.
Oh shit. Wait a minute. Are you sure it's not a fish?
I think we're stuck. I don't
Wait a
know. There
minute.
might be a fish on here. I'm under the boat.
Get it, Christine, get it!
Under the boat. You gotta be
Get this fish! What does it feel like?
I don't know. It's heavy.
It's heavy?
Yeah. Ah!
Oh, you gaining ground on it?
Dude, I need your help. I need your help.
You need my help.
Or a belt or something.
You need a belt.
This is so heavy.
Come on, Christine, you got it. It's almost there. It's almost there. It looked like you had a fish there for a minute.
I think I do.
You still feel it?
Can you take the reel? My
Yeah.
arms feel like they're gonna fall off.
Oh, it's definitely on the wreck.
Yeah.
I hate to tell you this, but as you were fighting it, my line had hooked on to your line.
Oh my god.
And so, as you were trying to reel, I was pulling up my line, and I went like this, and it felt to go down, and you're like, it's fighting! And I went like this, and you went down. And so, all that stuff that you felt was me going like this over here. So we haven't got a bite all day. Christine wants me to jump in and shoot a fish for dinner because she's worried we're gonna go home and get skunked. It's understandable. We do a lot better spearing than we do fishing. That's for sure. So I got this spot on the map that says Fatty Muttons because I was here with Lauren. She said she saw some huge muttons down here. And also while we were trolling, I saw some big arches over the wreck. But it's hard to get excited about arches over the wreck now that I spearfish and now that I know what's down there and can see what's over the wrecks. I mean, can you take a guess what those big arches are now that you know what it's like down there?
Barracuda.
Barracuda. I used to think they were wahoo. I'd be like, oh, look, there's a bunch of wahoo down there. Nope. Bunch of cuda, but Kimber likes cuda. Don't you, Kimber? You can see a bunch of arches on top of the wreck there. What do you say? You want to do it?
give it a shot.
Yeah.
Now let's drop in on this. So went down on the 90-foot dive, minute 44 seconds. Mutton came in, didn't come close enough. Put a shot and missed it. Unfortunately. Gonna head over to another little shallower wreck. This is 60 foot, so you should be able to hit the bottom.
Okay.
There's a bunch of fish down there. There's definitely some snapper. We need to get like one more or two more fish for dinner.
Two more.
Two more.
One each.
One each. I'm not really a left-handed thrower. Nice!
What is it?
Got yourself a yellowjack.
Nice! That's the first fish I've ever shot!
Really?
Oh my god! I just aimed and I shot it! I've never shot a fish.
You never shot a fish with a spear gun?
Never! I'm not even, this is the first time I've gone spearfishing.
Really? Oh man, I'm glad we can share that with you.
Oh, look at that! Oh my god!
I think we did well.
Yeah.
Jumped
First
in.
time I shot a spear gun and I caught a fish.
Come on, that's awesome.
That's exciting.
I didn't know it was your first fish.
Yeah, I've never shot like with a pole spear, but I've never shot a spear gun, and actually I've never really shot a spear gun before.
Wow,
Maybe once as like one bungee practice, but
that's cool. Yeah, that's a nice fish. Yellowjack are really good eating fish.
yeah. I knew it was some type of jack, and it was the biggest one I saw, so I figured I'd just give it a shot.
Literally.
Yeah.
That's cool. You want to start taking us home, Cap?
I guess.
This is the river in the city.
This is gorgeous.
You ever been up here?
No.
First,
Never on a boat.
first fish you ever shot?
No,
Deepest
first
dive you
everything.
Man, first time in Miami.
I think that's
California.
honestly my deepest free dive I've ever done. I don't think I've ever been anywhere that was 60 feet to free dive anyways.
Really?
Yeah.
It's awesome. I'm glad we did it. I was really trying to catch a fish on Broad River.
I think at first when I came up I was like, you said, better get your fish before the sharks come, and I just
Well, I was
totally
filming.
forgot I even had a fish. I was like, still in shock that I hit something.
I was filming. I went down and I was filming. I was
saw
gonna film
that.
you like go up, and I was like waiting.
Fish is so.
I'm like,
Yeah.
you're just up there just.
I forgot that I even shot it. I was
forgot
in
you shot.
shock that I shot it. I was like, what in the world?